All right, Falcon, so this is the second video for this assignment, and this video I'm going over how to do the sim. So this is for page 3 and 4 on our assignment. Okay, so we tested with the objects that we saw in the videos. Now let's look a little more closely using our sim and get some actual data. So what are forces like in a collision? We're going to use the sim this time to gather our evidence about the forces exerted during collision between objects and have the same mass, and then between objects that have different mass. So this first part that we're going to do, we're going to click on this link right here, and it's showing us that for this data table that we're using the same mass. I'm going to go ahead and open that, get it loading while we look at the rest of the directions. Okay, so we are going to change the initial velocity of each object as described in our data table. So right here, object A is always going to start at 5 centimeters per second to the right. And then we're going to change object B to these different velocities. Okay. Each time we're going to press run, and we're going to observe how the velocity in each object changes due to the collision. Record our observations in the data table for the effect, and then choose one of these options. So it's just like the tables before. Does it speed up, slow down, start, stop, change direction? Then, and to actually get the force strength here, we're going to click Analyze, and I'll show you how to get those force strengths. All right, so let's look at our sim. So again, if I click this object, they already have object A moving 5 centimeters per second. It's positive, so it's moving to the right. It tells me that I want object B to actually be 0, and that is what object B starts at. It's at 0, so I don't need to do anything. So I'm going to hit run. Okay, well, I can already tell what happened to both of those objects, but I'm going to go press Analyze, because in Analyze, remember, I can rewind it back and get my instant replay. So again, object A is moving, object B is not. So I'm going to start with A. Let's watch what happens. Okay, so object A is moving, object B is not. Let's watch what happens to A. Okay, already, I see A has stopped, B has started moving. So that is what I'm going to start with down here. So A stopped and B started. Okay. So now the force and strength of that force. So that's where I need to go back to my sim. And I kind of already showed you. Okay, so A, we can see both have forces of 100. A is going to the left and B is going to the right. So how I'm going to write that down is I'm going to go 100 left, object A, 100 right for object B. Okay, and then I need to set it up for trial 2. So I'm going to go back to build. Trial 2. Once again, I need to look. What do I need to start it out? I need to start it going to the left, 2 centimeters to the left. So I'm going to click here. Remember, left is going to be negative. So this is the setup. And then you're going to go through the steps I just showed you. So you would press run, press analyze, rewind it back, get your information here. Then for the last data table here, I'm going to click open this one that says 3.2 different masses, and it will open a different tab for you. So just to show you the difference, notice that there are different colors here. So that does mean that they are different mass. So back here that they were the same color, now they're not, they're different mass. Okay, so, and then you'll run it just the same way. So it starts off, 5 is 5 centimeters to the right, 0 centimeters, which again, that's how it starts. Press run. It hits it. Oh, this time they're both moving. I press analyze. I rewind it back. So I notice, let's see. I notice A is moving like a little bit. To me, it's kind of hard to tell, but A did slow down. The other way I can tell that A slowed down is if I come over here to change in current, it was going 5, now it's going 3. So I know that there was a slowdown. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. Okay. I already know B was not moving at the beginning, and now it's moving by quite a bit, right? And I can look at that here, 0, and now it's moving very fast. So start. Just like I showed you with the replay, I can also look for the force. So notice A's force is 80 to the left, B's force is 80 to the right. All right, that's how you do this assignment.